Next segment in the small plates and the multi-component plates for the off-prem. These are small entrees that can be really al fresco plates, is what I would call them. They can be served room temperature, or they can be served hot, and different formats, different colors. I like the square plates. They work really well on the jack stacks. They present really well. And as you notice, these are all very clean white plates to go with the different foods. Starting in the one closest to me, this is a smoked black cod on a roasted yellow succotash. And they can actually be built and sent in the jack stacks if you've got the covers for the jack stacks, or in the roller racks, and literally finished off on site. This one I've got a roasted tomato vinaigrette that I've done with it, and so if I was going to serve it warm, I would be building the plate, bringing this out of the roller rack or out of the Ultrasham ovens, and fixing it up with the hot sauce just as it goes out. And the roasted vinaigrette works really well with both the succotash and the smoked black cod. It really is a very nice dish. Very simple. Lots and lots of flavour in the succotash, and smoked black cod, as you know, is so moist. The next one over, you see that I've got a cedar plank underneath the salmon here. This is a very popular dish for us, and I made reference to when we used to do the train catering. We did something like 39,000 meals on the dinner train in a 5.5 month period. This was the #1 selling dish. We would roast it in the oven. It takes 8 minutes in a convection oven. We do hundreds of these things at the same time. The marinade is a garlic herb butter with a little bit of chopped dill in there. And then on the train we actually used to finish it with a sun-dried cranberry salsa. Today what I've got is I've actually got a cranberry syrup that I'm going to put over the top. And then on the side it's a small piece of scalloped potato and just a grilled zucchini. Just turn that around so you can see it. And the relish here is a yellow pepper relish. As I said, normally we would do the cranberry with it, but I just wanted to do a cranberry syrup over the top. And again, can be served hot, can be served cold. Beautiful dish. The cedar planks, I should actually tell you, we use the cedar shakes. We go off to Home Depot and buy cedar shakes that we use for roofs, and we cut them out with a jigsaw, power through them, and then we roast them off in the oven until you can see that they're burnt on the outside. Brush them with vegetable oil and then roast them off in the oven again. So the smoke gets caught in all the pores of the wood. So when the fish goes on there, one, it's seasoned already, and two, immediately it gets warm, you start to get that wood smoke coming through. Okay, next up. Again, simple presentation. Roast breast of chicken. This chicken here has actually been rubbed with fresh ginger, and then when we were just finishing the roasting process, we threw in some apple cider vinegar, and the relish on the top here is an apple ginger relish. So you've got that the tartness of the ginger with a little bit of pungent spice, complemented with the sweetness of the apple. Some slices of purple potato, and some very simple green beans, just very quickly sauteed up. And again, this can be turned into a salad. This one you would really serve warm, but there's no reason why you couldn't turn the green beans and the purple potatoes into salad type dishes and serve it cold. This I would serve, personally I would rather have the chicken warm and then have the cool relish over the top. Next one on the block is a duck breast. This has been soaked in the blueberry juice and then roasted very quickly. So it's kept medium rare. It is cooked all the way through, but it's just phenomenally tender and a great flavor. And then with the fresh blackberries that you see there, I've made this is a blackberry puree. And if I was going to do this one cold, then I would oil it up and do a little bit of olive oil in there to finish it off. But this is just really straight blackberries. And on the side here I've got a wild mushroom ragu. I'm sure that you can already identify the chanterelles there. Underneath I've got oyster mushrooms and shiitakes. We get some fantastic oyster mushrooms over here, and they cook down really nicely. And then some fresh blackberries just in the corner there. And then back to salmon, our BC salmon, wild salmon. This was very quickly seasoned and grilled, and a simple, very simple garnish. This is new potatoes tossed just as they're finishing cooking, tossed with a little bit of smoked paprika, a steamed paddy pan, a little sautéed spinach, and then here I've got a regular wasabi creme fraiche for a light drizzle. And then on top of that, I've got this vibrant green, and this is a wasabi creme fraiche with fresh basil and done in the robo, so it really comes out very vibrant. It's almost looks like you've put food coloring in there, but the air's whipped into that to get the different colors. So that's the contrast. The flavors are very similar. A little basil back to this one, but I think it's a great contrast. I really like that. And last but not least in this series, this is a rack of lamb, 2 rack of lamb cutlets, quickly grilled, and a jalapeno mint jelly there. This is fresh mint with a mint jelly back, and chopped jalapenos, and the giant butter beans with a tomato concasse, and over here is a leek mashed potatoes. There you go. Small plates that can all be served al fresco style.